Me. All right.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I'm on.
Check, check, check. Hey, you'll need one of these. All right. Hey, guys, you'll need these. Grab you some. Let's get rolling. I'm glad you decided to come out and enjoy the weather, whatever it's going to be. When's it supposed to come in tonight? Soon and very soon. They had 421 all salted, so I guess they were thinking about it. What we taught last week, and what we're going to try to wrap up this week. It was just an incredible time in our marriage when we realized and we saw how critical it was. But the neat thing about this is not just for married people. It's for how you deal with your kids. It's for how you deal with work associates. It's for how you deal with people in the church. But with all that being said, is there anybody in this room that has noticed how different men and women are? Can I get a witness on that, all right?
No.
By the way, that's the most verbalization I've received here in 5 weeks, all right? The incredible difference in men and women. And we do something. Sue and I have had the privilege of doing couples conferences all over the country for people. And we ran across this several years ago about the different definitions from a male and a female, all right? Often, I believe that hey, everybody that's coming in, come grab these sheets if you would, all right? They're right up here. I want you to get one of these. I'm sorry I didn't get them in your hand, but come grab one of these sheets. The married couples are the pink top, and the singles test are the
white ones.
plain Jane, all right?
Plains.
I have just noticed over the years, hello there, I've just noticed over the years that as much as Sue and I communicate, we have no idea what we're saying to each other sometimes. And it's just the different languages, but this is funny. It's called different definitions from a male and a female. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the phrase, the word, and then Sue's going to give a female definition, and I'll give a male definition. You guys see if you can relate to this at all, okay? Different definitions. The word atmosphere.
Okay. A place of romance, table for two, candlelight, maybe a violinist or piano.
Okay. Atmosphere. Big screen TV, pretzels, football game, total different mindset right there. How about this one? Daydreaming.
Okay. Thinking about you and your husband, walking and talking, holding hands, maybe dancing.
Oh, me. Okay. The difference, daydreaming. This is terrible. What you do while your wife is having a serious conversation with you. That's not good, all right? But that's a possibility, all right? Next word, directions.
The first thing you ask for to find your way.
The last thing you'd ever ask for to find your way, all right? This one's good. Dressing up.
Spending hours on your hair and your face and putting on a beautiful new outfit.
You notice how she emphasized that new part? All right?
Yeah.
Different definitions. Dressing up, changing your shirt, all right? That's about all I know on that one, all right? How about this? Etiquette in automobiles.
Thanking your man for opening the door for you.
This is important. Remembering to roll down your window before you spit, all right? Etiquette in an automobile, all right? How about flattering hairdos?
Getting just the right color and cut that suits you.
Okay, and I don't like this because this remark resembles me. Growing one hair long enough and wrapping it around like a piece of linguine to cover up the bald spot on your hair. How about this one? Different definitions. Kissing.
An expression of enjoyment and attraction.
Kissing, first base. All right, how about this one different, all right? Definitions. Good manners.
Acting in a way with thoughtful behavior.
Good manners. Wiping your mouth after you drink out of the jug of milk, all right? Good manners is a good one to think about there. All right, how about this one? Thoughtful gifts for your wife. Men, take notes on this.
Maybe chocolate or lingerie, gold, diamonds.
How about a new toaster, a new iron, a George Foreman grill?
An ironing board.
Oh, ironing board, yeah, okay. I made that mistake once. All right, good. All right. And the final different definitions of male and female. What do you desire from your mate?
Affection and deep conversation.
Okay, now hear what you said. Affection, deep conversation. That she would serve you a good meal in her birthday suit. All right, that's all we're doing tonight. All right, that's it. All right, great definition differences of men.
Totally
Some of
different.
you look like you're in shock right now. All right, that's all right.
It is true. We are from different planets.
Okay, really we are.
For sure.
And this is something we've noticed over the years too. A lot of times there's male roles and female roles, and people get all worried if maybe the male carries some of the female roles or the female carries some. That's not the deal. Just be who you are. Find out who you are and enjoy each other. All right, now if you did not get your sheets that when you came in, some of you got here a little bit late, you were doing whatever, come get these tests. You're going to need them up here. The pink top one is for married couples. The plain one is for singles, all right? You'll need that in a minute, and we're going to get you tested in a little bit. All right, let's review about what we learned last week and begin to put it into focus, all right? Remember that what Dr. Chapman said is that people speak a particular language. And I'm not talking about the fact that I speak English, but I'm talking about people have a love language, a language of love that they speak. And in speaking that language, they show their love by speaking it.
Okay.
And they feel loved when someone does that back to them in that fashion or that form. And those 5 languages, real quickly, one was words. That's where people are people who affirm you and build you up. Boy, honey, your hair is beautiful and you look good. And man, I love those boots, babe. And just somebody that just constantly affirming and building you up. You know people like that. And by the way, it doesn't have to be just between a husband and wife. There are people that will constantly compliment you about something. Even if you're no good, they'll find something good to compliment you about, all right? They're words people. Second group of people are the giving of gifts. Sue did such a good job of describing that last week. People who show their love by giving of gifts. This girl would rather give a gift than breathe. And I'm not kidding about that. She labors over the right gift for the right person, all right? They love to give gifts, but they also, whether they admit it or not, enjoy when somebody cares enough, like that woman who brought her a meal, cares enough to give her a gift. Then the third is acts of service. Those are people that do. They're doers. They're the ones that fill your car. They wash your car. They vacuum the rugs. They sweep the floors. They keep the yard clean. They do. They show their love by doing, and they feel loved when someone does an act of service with or for them. And then number 4 was quality time. It's people that just enjoy being there. Remember the story last week? I just wanted her to sit next to my truck in her lawn chair where I could stare at her ankles while I was changing the oil, all right? As her foot was frantically patting on the ground because she was thinking, all this stuff I could be doing, and he wants me sitting out here, all right? Two different natures completely, all right? Quality time. And I will say this. I believe quality time should be without phones, without screens, without noise and racket. It's just one-on-one time. Some of you are trembling right now. You've never had a conversation without your phone in your hand. Saddest thing I think I've ever seen. A couple of years ago, Sue and I were driving somewhere to a meeting, and there's this family of 4, good-looking family, looked like maybe an affluent family. They were in a convertible, and they came up to the stoplight next to us, 2 teenage girls in the back seat, husband and wife in the front seat. And as soon as they pulled up to that stop sign, all 4 of them were deep in their phones, never talking to each other, never looking at each other. Right? I thought, how sad that is. By the way, that might have been you, and if it is, I'm sorry. All right. And then the 5th language that some people speak is physical touch. They're the people that always want to touch you, pat you, hold you, hug you, squeeze you. They show their love by touching, giving physical touch to someone, and they feel loved when someone hugs them. All right? So in review of all that, now that your minds are whirling, and those of you here were able to watch it online last week, remember, most people have one primary love language. Doesn't mean you might not have multiple. But what you can't do tonight is you can't say, well, I need all five, so I just have all five. No, you have a primary. You may have a primary tied with a secondary, all right? Let me tell you how hilarious life is and how much of a sense of humor God has. This is Miss Giving of Gifts and Miss Acts of Service, all right? That's her gig. Doesn't God have a sense of humor? You're looking at Mr. Quality Time and Mr. Physical Touch. We're not even on the same planet, all right? So when that could be one of two things. That could be a conflict, or I could start thinking like an intelligent human being and going, wow, my woman needs acts of service, and my woman needs giving of gifts. And I need to start doing that. You say, well, what if it doesn't feel natural? Get over it. All right?
It's not going to feel natural.
No, it's not your native tongue. All right? So you get over it and you start doing it. So you have a primary, and most of us don't easily speak their primary language. We more easily speak ours. We've done this all over the country. I would guess you and I have shared this material, I don't know, hundreds of times with couples conferences and churches and different things like that. It is so rare when you find a husband and wife who have the same number one and number two language. That's just not even fair. They don't even have to work. It's just like they get up and go, and it's wonderful, all right? They don't have any problems. Why? Because they naturally speak each other's language, all right? So if your spouse's language doesn't come natural, the question arises, what do you do? Help me out, church. What do you do?
Work at it.
Work at it. Work at it. Work at it. All right, now here's a part of your homework assignment. Your homework assignment is once you identify your language, I want them identified, number one, number two, and then if you are with a spouse, you identify theirs. If you're single, identify yours. And then I want you to list your number one and number two language. Possibly write it across the top of your test. It'll be scored on the back, but write it across the top of your test. And then I want you to make a commitment. If you are in a relationship, a marital relationship, a dating relationship, and it stays within the bounds of holiness, I dare you for 30 days to try to share your spouse's love language every day for 30 days. All right? Now, ladies, don't do this. If you've got a man and he tries this, don't go, well, Neal told you to do that. That's the only reason you're doing it. Don't do that, all right? He's trying. He's learned. He's trying. He's working on it, all right? And give him the benefit of the doubt. Now, I told you this week would be a little different. This week is test week, all right? Before Sue describes the test, do you all have any questions about the languages or questions about how that might relate to you or somebody that maybe we can answer before Sue describes the test? Oh, I thought he was standing up with a question. I thought he was so noble. All right, no. All right, anything? Y'all are just geniuses. Why are we even here teaching? You know it all right? That's good. All right, good. All right, babe, tell us what we've got to do with this test. And now, hey, some of you might have taken this test 3 years ago. I'm going to tell you something.
It changes.
Languages change. They change with the dynamics of your life, the dynamics of the situation that you're in right now.
Seasons, different times of life, yeah.
Different times of life. They change. Some of you have gone through crises. It could change your language. So don't go, well, I took this test 5 years ago and I was this and this. No. Be honest right now. Okay.
Yeah, so do it again and be honest. First of all, does everybody have one? You guys need them back there?
Everybody got your test?
You got them? Okay. Everybody got something? Okay.
Right.
So, oh, no.
What I need?
You got him one? Okay. All righty.
Both of y'all got the pink one?
So,
Okay, go.
So some of you already cheated and started, but that's okay. And you probably read the little paragraph above it. But if you sometimes on these questions, both of them would, you agree with both of the answers, but you need to just don't think too hard. I think that's the hardest part. Don't overthink it. Just try to figure out which one describes you the best. Maybe when I was doing this, it's like, okay, think of a situation. Yeah, okay. So just take a little bit of time, not too much time, but just a little bit of time, and try to answer your questions honestly. And then at the back, it will say on the bottom, and I think it's the same on the, let me just check real quick. I think it's the same on the singles. For the couples one, okay, yeah. You just count up how many of the A's, how many B's, how many C's, and then it pretty much tells you what your love language is. So we're going to give you a little bit of time to get that done.
Okay, don't answer these like you think you're supposed to answer them.
Or like you think your spouse wants you to answer. Or
Then you've blown it.
Yeah.
All right? You've got to be perfectly honest. The second thing, most of you in this room, all right, you're not allowed to talk to your partner while you're doing this. Most of you can't do that, all right? Don't let them influence. Oh, you're not that, you're that.
Right.
No, don't you do that, all right? Let if you're here with a spouse or a dating partner, let them do it by themselves, all right? If that's possible. Anything else, babe?
No, I don't think so.
All right, 1, 2, 3. My educators, they'll have this licked in no time. Go, all right?
They've already done it.
If you're cheating, we're going to penalize you, all right? While you're doing it, if you have a question, stick your hand up. We'll come to you, and you can say, I have this friend, all right? And we'll help you with your question. All right? I have this friend that has this problem. I love the laughing. Studious bunch. Like the kids are having a party. Where are they? Like they're in the attic. Okay, they're below us. All right. Oh, okay. All right. 64? They're doing the singles test by mistake. But you're good. Just go ahead. You do it. It doesn't matter. 64 years. I want to grow up and be like you. I love it. They're real similar.
Mm.
You're doing great, guys. Don't worry about it.
It doesn't matter. They're pretty much the same. It just doesn't say your partner.
Yeah. Most of you are smiling. That's a positive sign. Good. By the way, this is a piece of cake compared to the spiritual gifts test we're going to take in a couple of weeks. Hey man, just slid in. Did you get a test? Yeah. Got it? Okay, cool. They're right down here. I know a lot of you are still working. There's no problem. Keep it up. But remember, when you take the test, you tally the results, then on the top of the page in the front, write number 1 and number 2 of your languages. Number 1, number 2.
So what if they tied? Some of them will tie.
Yeah, yeah.
So what do they put? The
Okay,
tie
yeah,
and 3?
you may have a tie on 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, and that's okay. Identify them. All the giggling back here, it looks like y'all are in trouble. I haven't seen any fights start yet. That's good. We're good. Sue and I both in our undergrad, we were both education majors in our undergrad, so we're watching you like hawks right now. Hard questions, aren't they, man? You'll make it. Somebody loan him a pair of glasses, all right? He can't see the page.
That is tiny print.
Susan wants to answer them for you. Put you in your place. Hardest part is Italian. Failed it? Yeah. Actually, this is one test you can't fail. You can fail now after by not doing it, but you can't fail the test.
The cut-ups are in the back.
Sue just said the cut-ups always sit in the back of the class back there. They're back there. They're doing a good job,
The
man.
studios are in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front here.
At least you were known. There you go. There you go. The sound booth team is having serious discussions back there. You look very somber. All right, good. They are. They have the, well, I don't know if they're taking it, but they do have it. So we hope they are. All right, everybody that needs a little more time, shoot your hand up real quick. Okay, keep rolling. You're doing good. You did good. You got a double dose.
It would be interesting to know if we got the same results with
Yeah,
both tests.
we'll use you as guinea pigs. Score both sometime and let us know that they both come out the same way, the singles and the... And we've got more copies of the couples up here. If any of you want to take one to somebody, not many left, but you can take one. Okay. If you're still working on it, keep on. Right now, those of you that are finished, you should have on the top of one of your pages number 1 and number 2 language, all right? Let's have some fun with some people, all right? We'll start out with a married couple that likes each other, all right? Are there any of those in here, all right? A married couple that really likes each other.
Let's hope they all like each other.
Okay, you guys like each other? Okay, good. Now, you're both in, all right? Would you, sir, please identify your number 1 and your number 2 language?
I had 3 that were all the same.
3 on the top. Wow, what were they?
Words, quality time, and
Wow, she's got a load there. All right, now, and what did you come out with?
my number 1 is acts of service, and number 2 is words.
So you've got 1 in common. Yours were all tied all the way across the board. You've got 1 in common. All right, so if we take what Dr. Chapman teaches us, what do you have, what was number 1? Service. Okay, what do you have to pour? You guys are married, aren't you? Okay, all right. What do you have to pour into her to fill her love tank? Okay. 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 You just about got slapped by saying that. I want you to know that. All right, but that's all right. That's all right. Okay. All right. Good. So acts of service and words. All right. Where were words on your list? Number 1. All right. This is curious, and I'm not trying to get you in trouble or get you in a fight when you leave here. do you all communicate a lot of kind words between each other on a pretty regular basis, or it's not? Okay. Okay, all right. No, this is incredible. See, that's the beauty of this test, all right? Here they both have a high language in words, and yet, for some reason, it's not always communicated. So let's help them out, class. What do they need to do? They need to say nice things to each other. Next 30 days, they need to say nice things. No, I didn't mean you were saying bad things, all right? No, I didn't mean that. I mean, but they can put energy into saying kind words. Man, what color is that sweatshirt? Red, I guess. You can look at her tonight and say, baby, that's the prettiest red, I guess, sweatshirt I've ever seen, all right? and let her know that, all right? Just build her up with words, all right? That's pretty good. And by the way, you really are on somewhat of an unfair playing field because you have some that are high together, unlike Sue and I that are on different sides of the ball field, all right? Give me another couple that likes each other.
Okay.
Oh, no,
Oh.
that's not even right. All right, tell me. Okay.
His is service, and then affirmation, not affirmation and service.
Wow.
Boom.
That's
Sue.
really not fair.
No, it's not fair at all. Okay, well, now that you see this, have you ever done this before? Have you ever done this love language test before that you remember? Okay, all right. So what can this couple do? It's acts of service and affirmation, words of affirmation. What can this couple do to light the fire in their romance? What can they do? What can they do? Come on, help me out. What can they do? Okay, words of affirmation. They can say nice things to each other. What can they do? Listen, he's going to start vacuuming tomorrow. All right?
See, if he starts vacuuming, then she can say, thank you so much for doing that vacuuming, and you're just, doing both.
So it really is amazing in the marital relationship how it can work out. All right? Any other married couples want to jump in? Anybody? Come on.
Come on.
Not you? You got to calculate later. Okay. All right. Good. Any other marital couple? You guys are married, dating? What are you? You told me you're getting married. Oh, okay. Coming to you guys. What are your number one and your number two languages? One and two were tied. Quality time and acts of service. 1 and 2 for you. Boom. Two weirdos just like me and Sue, all right? Completely different sides of the field, all right?
Yeah.
Now, what are you going to do about it, all right? What did he just say his number one and number two were? She said physical touch, physical touch, physical touch, physical touch. All right, yeah, okay, that's all right. And by the way, girls, don't look at your guy if his number one's physical touch and go, you pervert. No, all right? God wires men that way many times, wires women that way sometimes. All right, physical touch and what?
Gifts.
And gifts, okay? So you could pour into that in him. Doesn't have to be big. Are you guys like most young couples about to get married? Are you starving to death trying to figure out how to make it all happen? Or are you independently wealthy? Okay, all right. Doesn't have to be a big gift. Be a candy bar. Can be a Coke. Can be a little card. I mean, anything like that you pour into him. And your number one and two are what? Quality time and acts of service. All right. Well, he laughed, doing more laundry. That's the truth. By the way, I'll tell you a story about laundry. Sue and I were teaching this years ago, and I got convicted, and her acts of service thing, and I said, babe, what can I do to help you out? At that time, she was homeschooling all of her kids. She was running basically our ministry. She was taking care of everything that she took care of, and she said, could you just do the laundry? I said, can I do that? That's no problem at all. And I'm like, she's shaking her head. Oh, no. All right. I said, I can do that. I'm like a drill sergeant. My kids are all in the house. I'd wash that stuff, and I'd have it out before their school started. They started. I'd say, hey, I want you to fold it, make it right, stack it, put it in the drawers, get it done. I mean, we'd nail it that. And she really liked that. She actually told me this, and this is a precious statement to me. She said, Neal, every time I see a folded basket of clothes, I feel like you have made love to me. Wow. I looked at her and thought, that's weird, all right? But, wow, acts of service, that's big, all right? That's big, all right? Acts of service, all right?
Yeah.
She did come to me several months in, and she said, hey, babe, could I make an adjustment on that? And I said, yeah, what? And she said, would you wash everybody's clothes but mine? She said, I don't like tie-dyed clothes, all right? So I had to back away from that, all right? But what can you do? That's great. That's great. That's great. Give me a single adult in here that, JC, what are your languages?
Quality time and acts of service.
Quality time and acts of service. Now watch this, church, all right? And I don't know, are you chasing some woman right now? Okay, all right. He's not going to tell you if he is, all right? But watch this. Watch, JC, watch how this can work. Quality time and acts of service. Here's a man that has served this church. How many years you been in this church? 50-something years. Serve this church. What could you as a body do for JC? You could say, hey, JC, how about come over to our place for lunch Sunday after church and spend quality time with that man? Acts of service. What could you do for him? Man, it's a deacon. How many years you served as a deacon? You're not a demon deacon, are you? Okay, all right, good. How many years have you served as a deacon?
Probably about 40.
40 years. What could some of you do to go up to him and say, hey, man, is there any load I can take off of you with your responsibility as a deacon? Can I visit hospitals one night a week? Can I serve a family in our church? See how this works, guys? Is anybody tracking with me? Are you seeing how these languages work and how critical they are? That's good stuff. Good stuff. Any other single adult here want to? Susan, you do? What are your languages, all right? Tell me.
Okay, well, I was surprised.
Okay.
I will confess, I'm a woman. I love gifts.
Okay.
And I thought that would be my top one, but it was actually the acts of service.
Ah.
And I'll tell my mom too, because I was projecting hers as well. I thought hers would be acts of service. She's always doing for others.
Okay.
Like she always wants to help. And it wasn't, but I thought that was really interesting. And when I went back and looked at the acts of service, like the ones I circled was, I like it when people give me gifts. That was one of the acts of service. That it's not the actual gift, it's how well people know you.
Mhm.
Because a Dr. Pepper on my desk thrills me more than a Louis Vuitton purse. That's cool.
What is a Louis Vuitton purse? Okay. all
Very
right,
expensive.
Good. All right. Good.
You would want to know.
Okay. All right.
But I mean, it's being known is what is connected with gifts for me. So the acts of service is when
Yep.
people know me well enough to see me.
I love it. Have y'all ever seen a graduation where the whole graduating class like gives ping pong balls to the president or the dean when they're walking across, and he keeps trying to figure out where to put more of the 500 ping pong balls that he gets? I dare everybody Sunday morning to bring her a Dr. Pepper and hand it to her, all right? She'll leave the church with 50 Dr. Peppers, all right? Isn't it neat, though?
Yeah.
Listen, something so in our mind maybe seemingly insignificant. It's not insignificant, is it?
That's right.
Or just like a note at the right time.
Wow.
You know, one of my friends, she brought in a donut one morning. And I, during their break time or planning time, I savored every bite. And I said, that was the best donut. And it was, just something.
The thought.
What are you driving right
Yeah.
now? What kind of vehicle are you driving?
What kind of what?
Vehicle are you driving?
A Corolla.
A Corolla. I dare you to bring a box of Krispy Kremes and a Dr. Pepper and make her try to get out of here on Sunday, all right? I dare, it's so neat. It's so neat to see how that works, all right? Good. All right.
So it works for couples, it works singles, of course, but think about your children, think about people you work with, your coworkers. And you may not know their love language. You can figure out your kids just by how they react to things. But it's the same with coworkers. You know, you could try different things and how they react. Then you can figure out what their love language is and continue to build that worker relationship. So it's amazing how it diffuses a lot of situations.
Use that to the max, but also remember, some of these things you've got to put up some boundaries.
Sure.
A physical touch guy like me, I've got to be careful because
Yeah.
my naturalness is just to,
Yeah.
and sometimes I got to think, wait a minute.
So, okay, so you say that sometimes when a man shakes another man's hand and they do this or this, it's kind of it's sort of a signal that it could be physical.
You're good looking. I'm not going to let you go. I'm sorry.
It could be that, one of their top languages is probably physical touch.
Yeah.
And the same thing with women. I mean, women can hug each other, and it's okay. Some women like to hug men, but for the most part, it's more of a kind of thing. But you can tell.
Yeah.
You know their language. And you have to be careful.
I think that it would depend on the scenario. So, like, whenever I filled this out, I had my family, my girlfriend.
Okay.
So, like, my church family, if I had my church family, like I thought about it this way, I don't think my answer would be the same.
What was number 1 and 2?
Quality time and acts of service.
Okay. Listen, though, if you're thinking church family, what a better way to serve the Lord. Quality time for people that are hurting and need, and acts of service to do ministry, to help people. I mean, it works. All right, I'm dying to know, my couple that watched it online, there's only one of you. All right? Tell me, are you guys willing to talk? Are you members here? Yeah, okay, all right, good. Tell me your number. By the way, they weren't able to be here last week, but they said they watched the whole thing online. All right, tell me number 1 and number 2 for you guys. Physical touch and quality time. Okay. What about you? Wow.
Crazy.
What, do y'all just sit around and hug all the time? That's incredible, man. It's incredible. No, that really is. It's incredible.
It's not fair, is what it is. It is just not fair.
Good stuff. Good. Okay. All right. My stoic sound booth people that I was worried about while we were taking the test. First of all, are you a couple? Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Good. All right. Great. Good. Okay. So, hit it. Number 1, number 2.
Mine was quality time and acts of service.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Oh man.
This is probably the first time we've had so many the same, or vice versa. It's
This
crazy.
next pastor and wife that comes in here has got it made. If they'll use these stuff, I'm serious, man. Now, let me show you, and those are cool because now you know what you've got to do more of.
But I'll say this too.
Okay.
Her daddy is JC.
Okay.
So he's my father-in-law. She gets it from him, and so his like quality time.
Uh huh.
I can totally relate to that because we love board games in our family.
Okay.
Love.
Yeah.
He will sit and play a board game that he is absolutely bored out of his mind on and hates just because he gets to sit there.
Yeah.
Gets to be there with them.
And he gets to sit there with us.
Cool.
He'll sit there and he'll go, all right, we'll play it, but it's just because we're together.
Yeah.
And it's just,
That's good.
I can relate to
That's
what he's
awesome.
saying there because we all enjoy that. So I think if all of them took it, ask Emmanuel Hurley.
That's amazing. That's good stuff. All right. So you've sort of gotten a little glimmer of how a marital relationship can be enhanced by this. Some of you have seen how a dating relationship can be enhanced by this. Hey, wait a minute. Are you a single? Yeah. Okay, how old are you? 14. Did you take the test? All right, what's number 1 and number 2? Wow. All right, mom and dad? Wow. Quality time, words after. How we doing, mom and dad? But see, now you have a clear indication. What can quit speaking German, start speaking French? And she'll hear it, she'll understand it, and she'll go, wow, that's so cool. She might get to the point where she'll just go, stop. You're doing it too much. All right, that's good, that's good. So you see how it can work with kids? You're not a kid, all right, but you're young people. But you also see how it works in the church body. You single? Did you take the test? All right, number 1, number 2. Quality time and physical touch. Okay, all right, good. Listen, is this Dad? Okay, all right. You guys spend a lot of time together, or work always keep you running? I mean, do you get to do that much as a dad and a son? Quality time? Okay, all right. See, watch this. Watch this, how this can just enhance the church body. You got an incredible single young man. You're not on parole for just tonight, are you? Oh, all right, good. All right, you got an incredible young man right here, all right, right here in this body. And number 1 was what? Quality time. Quality time. Now, somebody take him to lunch. Somebody call him up and say, hey, there's a, you guys say, hey, there's a movie playing that I think we ought to go see. Come with us. All right? Just meet the needs of your people. Now, for the married couples, here's your responsibility. You're going to write those, number 1 and number 2, on a place that's prominent daily. Maybe your bathroom mirror. Maybe some of us, the refrigerator door. All right, bathroom mirror, refrigerator door. And you're going to see what your mate's number 1 and number 2 is daily. You're going to look at it daily. When Sue and I went through this several times, we each had a Post-it note on our bathroom mirrors. We had 2 mirrors, side-by-side sinks, and we had each of those. And every day, if I was conscious, I would look up and I would see Sue's 2 languages. And all it would do in my mind was trigger, I need to do one or both of these today in some way for her. All right? You guys will be blown away how that will open up the doors in your marital relationship. You singles, you know what your needs are, church body. I would encourage you to find out. Write them down. Maybe even a prayer journal. Write them down. Man, his is number 1, number 2, and just constantly think, as a part of my body, a part of the believers, how can I help the single adults in my church? How can I help those that are widowers in my church? How can I help those that are going through a tough time right now in my church? All right? Wallace, let me pick on you guys. Help me out with what you surmised today.
We actually touched this. We answered different questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still came up with the same thing.
Isn't that amazing?
You're going to hate this.
Okay.
Alice is words of affirmation and quality time.
Okay.
Wallace is words of affirmation and quality time.
Wow. Wow.
If we just incorporated this,
Isn't it something, though? And by the way, how many of you have sat back and watched this difficult time that you guys have begun to journey through and seen a real picture of Christ in a love relationship between Alice and Wallace? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Quality time and words of affirmation. Is that what you said? Quality time.
That's
Words of affirmation. We could help them. We can build them up. We can help in those areas. See how beautiful it works?
well. There's so many in this room that have quality time as number 1 or number 2. It's amazing.
That's why y'all were 5 minutes
Yeah.
late coming to class, because you were down there ratchet jawing and you wouldn't come up here, all right? You like that, and that's good.
Right,
That's good.
right.
That fellowship time you do that they put on hold because of the flu, man, you would never let a preacher preach if they just let you keep talking. I've watched you for weeks. You just keep talking, all right? That's good. Quality time. You like each other, all right? Good. All right, any questions on the floor? Anybody learn anything? Okay, now the tough question. Anybody going to put it into practice? Uh-oh.
So I don't know how many times we have done this, but
Oh, man.
every time it's brought up, it reminds me that I need to speak his languages.
Yeah, yeah. And mine are not hers, and hers are not mine. But I don't know if you've noticed this or not. We really like each other. I love being around her. I just like being around. I think she
Quality
likes
time.
being around me. I'm not sure, but I like that, and it works if you plug it in. All right. No questions on the floor.
Or comments?
You don't have to say. You can say, "I have a friend that." Any questions on the floor? Anything? Boom. Yes. Yes. I think when I hit 50, that was my midlife crisis. I don't know if any of you guys have gone through that. My midlife crisis was I didn't want to swap Sue in for 225s. All right. My midlife crisis was I felt like, man, I'm 50 years old and my bride doesn't have really anything. We've given our whole life to ministry. I don't feel like I've provided for her. And it hit me hard. Really did. I mean, not to the point that where I did stupid things, but it hit me hard. I think there was a variation in my love language during that time because I was hurting deeply. And though quality time was high, words of affirmation never meant much to me. But when she would say words of affirmation to me, when she knew how much I was struggling with the fact that, am I taking care of my wife like I ought to? Does she have what she needs if I die? Is she going to be provided for when I'm gone? You know, those kind of things. It really helped me out. So the answer is yes. Anybody that's done this before, have you seen a change in your language from a time past? Okay, all right. Yeah. That's good. And the wise person will adjust to the change. Okay? Well, let me give you a little bit of insight about A, Sunday morning, and then B, the next several Wednesday nights. I have bitten off more than I realized I bit off on these spiritual gifts. We're going to have a good time. This is an intense spiritual gifts test that you'll go through, but it's really 2 weeks of teaching and then a class like this of testing. If you, as God's people, would be here the next many Wednesday nights and would clearly identify your spiritual giftedness, what God has made you to do, and then begin to plug them into this body, it will blow you away what will happen with this body. What's the old statement that 10% does the work of the church? I believe it's less than that, to be honest with you. What would happen if we all located our spiritual gifts and said, God, here am I, use me. My pastor says, put your name on the table and God will put it on the map. God, here's my gift. Use it. Use my gift. All right? So we're going to deal with that in the next many Wednesday nights. This Wednesday, I want you to, or this Sunday morning, please come. I'm going to deal with prayer and the great power of prayer and maybe ways that we can pray and will pray. It's a great message for believers. It's also a great message for lost people. And then when you fire me the next Sunday, all right, that's my final Sunday, when you fire me, I really think I'm going to be driven to a powerful message about making sure that you're saved. It would be a great time to get lost people in here. It'd be a great time to get somebody you're burdened about in this place. It'd be a great time to get somebody who said, oh man, I'm saved. I prayed that prayer and they hadn't been to church in 10 years. It'd be a great time to get them here. I know that's tough. I know people are hesitant, but it just gives you a little insight. Next 3 Wednesday nights, next 2 Sunday mornings. Sue and I just want to say thank you. Yeah, babe, go ahead.
Can I say one thing about spiritual gifts? I think when you say that word or the concept, it sounds scary. It did for me. It's like, what does that mean? Or it's like deep or whatever. But I will say it is so practical. And when you realize what the spiritual gifts are, and then you actually take the test, it's so practical, and it's what you do. In other words, God has given you things, and how it comes so naturally to you is what God wants you to use. And so don't be afraid of it. Just try to, use this time, learn about them, figure out what yours is, and then put it to use, and then God's going to bless.
Our, what do they call our Sunday school classes?
Bible fellowship class.
Our Bible fellowship teacher came to me and said, hey, I want to teach on spiritual gifts. Do you have any recommendations? I said, I believe I've got the best material in this world that you could teach. He taught it for 12 weeks. All right. I'm going to try to teach it in 2 and test it in 1. So it's going to be like drinking from a fire hose, but we'll do great on
Yeah.
that. If my clock on my phone says right at 7:29, you could not have had this much fun in, 59 minutes anywhere in America. I am glad you came here tonight. Be careful in the parking lot. Be careful on the roads. And by the way, do y'all do church whether there's a blizzard or not? Do you? It's up and down? Well, somebody called me early in the morning. If I can stay in bed with her, I will, all right? But if you're canceling, let me know Sunday morning. Otherwise, I'll be here, all right? I will be early. All right, let's pray. And I'm going to ask if you would let me ask Sue to pray for us tonight, all right?
Oh, dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for loving us like you do, and just all the things that we have and are undeserving of. Lord, thank you for your love and your salvation, and just the fellowship that you have allowed us to enjoy. Lord, I pray that you would bless each and every one that is here tonight. And Lord, I pray that you would protect them, cover them with your blood, send them out to be a witness for you. Help us, Lord, to be shining lights for your glory. In your precious name.